Hello there, everybody. Welcome back for some more Super Metroid. Let me turn down my TV again, actually. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we now have, of course, power bombs. We have ice. We were gonna go, I think, down and to the right. It's been about a few hours since I recorded last, which is funny because I kind of told myself not to record anymore today, but man, I just can't stop. You know, this game is so fucking good. I cannot stop playing it. We actually... Oh, yeah, wait, I guess we did, technically. Oh, god damn it. Well, we haven't actually fallen down here yet, because, technically speaking, yeah. We kind of have to go, I think, from a different way. No, I think the only way to actually get down here would be that, but... Well, hold on just a minute. So then... What's the point? I don't know. I guess I think this is one of those, like, it's a trap room things, kind of. Yeah, you can learn about the speed boost ability and all that. That's fine, but I'm not sure what they were trying to get at with that, though, to be fair. Something I didn't do, not necessarily forgot to do, but just didn't do it yet, is you can actually come down this way. And, no, we did come down here. Well, there's power bomb door right there. But before I do all that fun stuff, we need to come down this way and use power bomb because there's a thing in this room that, of course, requires power bomb to get through. So, how quaint. I actually don't really remember this area much on top of my head. Well, that's a bad sign. We don't actually have anything to help us get through water, though, so we're gonna have to just rely on just basic flips to get through it. I don't even know if we even probably could get up there. Well, there's that. So, I mean, I still technically got up there. I'm not sure how angry the game is about... What? Am I dumb, or am I missing something here? I gotta be missing something, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what would be the point of being down here, then? Maybe it's a different thing at the bomb. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that small little area, so... This is kind of somewhat unique to me, honestly. It really just kind of goes to show that I've not really ever 100%ed this game, so, yeah. I'm not too keen on that aspect of things, I guess. Alright, so... Should hopefully be able to get back. No, can't. You have to bomb it. God damn it. Well, if I don't have the ability to power bomb anything, then how would I get back out of it? You know? You'd think they would let you at least have a way to get out, but I guess not. Let me see here. Huh. Okay, yeah, so I think this is where we're supposed to technically go again. It's been a hot minute since I've done all this stuff, so I apologize. I'm trying to remember exactly where the damn grappling hook was. Well, you could do that, I guess. Although the thing is, like, with this room, like, yeah, we can't do that yet because, well, why not? Yeah, we need to be able to shoot through that, but I can't. There's no way to really do all that fun stuff. Oh, well, that spikes that up, I guess. Alright, well, yeah, I'm being dumb. But yeah, basically, we need grappling hook to even gain access to where we need to technically go next, and it looks like, from what it seems that we don't really have any particular way to get anything cool. I don't think we need to go to, well, we don't need to go Meridian. I just need to get the grappling hook, and I'm kind of struggling to remember where the fucking thing was, to be honest. Because, like, I've done pretty much almost everything I can think of down here, right? Of course, except for... We didn't even go down that far, did we? Hold on. I don't think we've gone down to that blue section down there. That's probably where it might be at, actually. Yeah, I'm supposed to remember this shit, but I don't, so... I kind of got, like, old man brain. Actually, we never got in there yet. I don't even know if we technically... We should be able to. Yeah, if you just... Well... You could... Well, yeah, you can't go there yet. You have to go from, like, a different path to get there. You kind of have to, I think, fall down to that one, so... As of right now, as it stands, that one's kind of off limits. And I think our only potentially true destination would be this way. If worse comes to worse, we're going to Norfair. I'm not doing Meridia. Technically can't do it anyway, but, you know. Oh, well, we got a high jump, so we can do this, at least. So good thing I came this way. Check out this area first. I think it's just probably just most likely an upgrade thing. Upgrade room. Then they gotta, you know, fight these assholes. And they give you basically nothing back for being able to kill them off. God damn. There's also that one room I want to go back into that had, you know, basically this type of stuff in it. Which pretty much kind of looks like this room specifically, but it's not this one. Let me try something here. I always get that sudden feeling like there's got to be more. Yeah, see what I mean? There's yep. Well, that's kind of nifty, honestly, to be honest with you. Being able to get back in through here without having to, I guess, go too far to get there. Which one was it? No, I think it's a couple rooms from here. Yeah, like you gotta go hard right. I'm pretty sure. And then from there you can gain access to that E-tank thing. Yeah, I think it's this room. This is one of the reasons why I love games like this because eventually they allow you to kind of like be able to come back and then like recollect things that you might have missed or... Hey, so, would you stop fucking hitting my fucking desk, douche ass? Sorry, I hate when it does that. I hate when my fucking controllers just hit my desk over here. But anyway, so... Yeah, there's nothing else here. I don't think. I don't particularly remember there being anything else. Can I go this way to get down? No. Then how the fuck? I guess I gotta go back? Is what you're saying? Mr. Stark. Just in case, double checking, make sure there's nothing potentially hidden above me that I might have missed. Yeah, we gotta go the usual way. Gotta go back the old-fashioned way to get there. Which, of course, is going to require me to basically kill these guys again, probably. Maybe not. No. Okay. Good. Sometimes, well, not at least in Super Metroid, I don't think they do that, but sometimes some games make it to where, like, you might have to, like, refight guys, possibly. Although I might just be misremembering things. Which reminds me, I was, I've been... Okay, so... You know, I kind of have a huge thing for, like, Mario 64 being creepy. But it's less so about, like, the obvious creepy stuff. And it's more so, like, the uncanny... Like, it's gonna sound kind of lame. But to an extent, it is kind of like the whole... Oh, wait, this requires grappling hook to get it. Fuck. Yeah, this is a grappling hook room. God damn it. I think it is back at Norfair, though, to be fair. Let's go check, I guess. But anyway, so... I like the whole negative feeling that people get. Well, not themselves getting it, but more so like the idea of a negative feeling. Whether it's true or not, you know, is up for debate. It's more so like I think people just kind of feel an uncanny vibe when they play the game in certain places, like, you know, Wet Dry World and shit. Which is fair. You know, that's completely fair that somebody would feel awkward with it. Or creeped out by it. And I've always kind of had, like, a thing for stuff like that. And having a thing for the secrets of Mario 64. And always wondering and, you know, questioning if, not necessarily if things are real, but more so like, hold on, let me get this thing off the fucking, like, just stop touching the Elgato. So, essentially, I'm gonna look this up. I'm about to look this up. I'm about to look this fucking shit up. Remember where the fuck that damn thing's at. So, yeah, like I said, the negative feeling. I think it's in that room. It's fucking that room. I know it is. I always forget about this goddamn room because it doesn't show up in the fuck. No, it's a data room. God damn it. Well, I'll take a data room because at least then I can finally, you know, see more stuff, which I think now we're good. I think now we can finally do a thing or two. I don't know. I would go check on other stuff, but we don't have grappling hooks. Let's just not go out of our way to go find extra secrets for no particular reason. You know, it's just kind of pointless right now. Can't go through that room because we have to that room's closed off. So we gotta go, I assume, probably to the right somewhere. Anyway, back to what I'm trying to say. So pretty much, you always feel like something's kind of off or something's kind of wrong. You know, that's kind of the implication of the whole, like, negative feeling, negative aspect scenario that people talk about when it comes to, you know, Mario 64, right? And I personally, I've always wanted to see a Mario 64 like ROM hack, mod, or whatever that kind of gives that feeling. But I feel like nobody can really do it, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. I feel like people just don't have the mindset that I'm trying to get at with it, you know, because you see all these ROM hacks of, like, Mario 64, but something's wrong, and it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But then, like, you see it or you play it, and then it's just Mario 64, but now it's creepy. And creepy in terms of, like, oh, well, now there's jump scares that come out of nowhere. Now the game shuts off randomly. I'm talking about, like, I want to see a game of Mario 64 ROM hack where essentially it's the same game. You can beat it. You know, you can beat Bowser. You can do all that shit, right? Like, everything is mostly normal. Everything's mostly normal. But there's just something slightly off. Not that there's, like, a monster, you know, chasing you. None of that. I'm talking strictly that... Ow. Pop my jaw. I'm talking mostly strictly about the concept of something's off, but it's not that something's chasing you. It's just that you don't remember it. Like, it's making you question, was that always there? Was that actually, like, you know, this is not the way we go. God fucking damn it. I know it's not because you get locked in here. God fucking damn it. Are you actually kidding me right now? Are you actually shitting me right now? Where the fuck do I go again? Son of a bitch. Was there another door I missed? Was there another door I missed? Please tell me there's another door I missed. Like, there's gotta be, right? Well, there's that door, but that's not a missed door. That's just... Oh my god. I can't be having this much fucking trouble. Well, whatever. Well, whatever. Well, whatever. So, basically, yeah, like I said, I want to see something where it's like, you know, the only thing that kind of feels off is your remembrance, your memory of the game. Like, you kind of start questioning, wait, was that sign always there? And there's, like, things that are right, you know, but there's, like, things that are wrong. Like, somebody who mostly plays a lot of Mario 64 might remember it as, yeah, that's how that's supposed to be. Like, that's normal. But then you have, like, people that haven't played the game for, you know, ages. Just all of a sudden, now it's like, you know, like, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't remember that being there. But maybe it really was, and it kind of makes you question, you know, what's real, what's not, that kind of thing. I want to see more of that. So, I'm having a bit of trouble remembering where the fuck we're supposed to technically go to get grappling hook. I always forget where to get grappling hook, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to come back when I find out where the fuck the grappling hook was again, because I've forgotten. I've simply forgotten. That sounds lame, I know, but I have actually forgotten where the fuck you're supposed to go. So let me go ahead and pause the recording. We'll be back in just a few... Yeah, unbelievable. I forgot where the fuck it was. It's literally in this fucking room. Right from the elevator. To the left. Yeah, the speed room. I forgot that these fucking powerbomb things were here. I'm such a fucking idiot. I didn't even decide, like, what's funny is before I start the recording, I'm like, I wonder what's up there, but, like, I kept thinking, like, I think I've already been up that way. I think I already checked that way. God, I'm stupid, but, you know, thank goodness for the internet. Look, I probably would have found it eventually, but I don't want to waste time, your guys' time, especially, like, trying to find shit. I'm sure this video is already annoying enough, like, seeing me just try to get through this shit, that I think me trying to find grappling hook was probably enough to probably ruin some people. But we were on the right track. You know, it's not that I was necessarily wrong about where I was kind of going. It's just that it wasn't exactly, perfect. We kind of went the opposite way of where we're supposed to go. So, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And we're going to head downward so that I can go fight Crocomire. So I can go fight Quagmire himself. Because I remember, like, yeah, you're supposed to fight Crocomire first. Although I think... I don't remember if he's down this way or not. I think he... Yeah, he is, yeah. Yep, here he is. Okay, so Crocomire... basically just equip, you know, missiles. I'd say equip, like, maybe, like, a couple super missiles. Pretty much just wait for him to kind of, like, scream. Eventually he'll, start getting kind of close, but... yeah, depending on how powerful your weapon is will determine whether or not he's going to back up further or not. Also, if you shoot those fireballs, they will drop items for you. Yeah, super missiles will make him kind of go back much further. Same thing with, like, you know, charged missiles. Or, not charged missiles, but, you know, charged beam. It's preferably better to use charged beam here rather than missiles, because at least then you don't have to waste anything doing it. But still, yeah, this is what I would say is more like the preferred method. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, like, there's already, like, grappling hook stuff up behind him, so it's kind of almost sort of like a signifier of, you know, yeah, that you'll be basically coming back this way. Alright, he's pretty much toast. Just gonna hit him a couple more times. He's actually a pretty good boss. I like Crocomire. I think he's fun. There he is. He's dead. And they're gonna fucking Bowser his ass. Throw his ass in lava and melt him down. God damn, that's brutal. I still think that's crazy, though. Like, Super Metroid can just do that. Not just Super Metroid, but, like, Metroid in general. But yeah, eventually, like, you can tell, like, you can't, you know, can't actually exit. Just come over here to the left, and then we'll have to fight him again. But now, he's dead. Boom. Oh, look at that. We don't actually have to fight him again. That's still one of the most fucking sickest things in Metroid, in my opinion. This is why, in my opinion, Super Metroid's my favorite... What? Metroid is my favorite Nintendo franchise. Well, okay, you know what, I'll say less so franchise, because let's be honest, I don't like a lot of Metroid games, technically speaking. I don't like, particularly like all of them. But out of all the Nintendo IP franchises, like, Metroid is the one that tends to kind of hit the most with me. Along with, like, Donkey Kong Country. At least Donkey Kong Country-esque, so Donkey Kong platformers are really fucking good. And I like my fair share of Mario games, but it's more so like I like Mario 64. I'm okay with Sunshine. And then you have, like, Luigi's Mansion. I fucking love it. I'm not, like, a big Star Fox head, though. I wouldn't mind, like, actually getting into Star Fox and playing more Star Fox games. But, you know, I've never really been a big Star Fox guy. I did play the demo for like Assault at like a Best Buy one time when I was like a young lad, and I remember it being kind of cool, but I think it's considered one of the quote-unquote bad ones, maybe, possibly. I don't know. So, my question to you folks is, what is your favorite Nintendo IP/franchise? Mine would have to be Metroid, because, like, it's mainly because Samus and just the way these games work. It's not like me saying, like, oh yeah, it definitely is, for sure, like, because I'm playing Super Metroid right now, but, yeah. The reason why I didn't really play a lot of Metroids back then was because I never felt like I was good enough to be playing them. And for the channel, you know. It just never felt like that, I should show off my skill. Which I didn't really have much. Metroid kind of became a favorite, more so than anything, to be honest. And it's just so they're so fucking good. They're so fucking cool. And like I said, you know, I like, you know, some Mario games here and there. I like Luigi's Mansion a lot. Luigi's Mansion 1's my favorite of the Luigi's Mansions, and just a top 10 game in general. Like, it's up there. It's powerful shit. It is some powerful shit. Yeah, I'm kind of weird with my favoritism stuff, I guess you could say. Because one minute I'll be like, yeah, like, I love fucking, you know, let's say like Ocarina or something. Like, Ocarina is like an amazing game. Like, definitely like a top Zelda game for me. And then the next I'll say like, well, you know, it's definitely not like top 5 or some shit like that. Which is not the case. I honestly think that Ocarina is very good. I like Ocarina a lot. Why'd I do that? We're not gaining anything from that. Well, I was trying to aim for whatever the fuck that is. That random bottom path thing, but that's not accessible from here. Yeah, when I say the thing is, like, with saying franchise, it's kind of hard because to one degree, like, I like Metroid a lot, but there's certain Metroid games I just don't really care about, like Metroid Prime Hunters, for example, you know. I don't really care that much for it. I haven't really played enough Metroid Prime Pinball to say whether or not I actually think it's good or bad. It's just pinball to me, so it doesn't really change much there. And then you got games like, you know, Other M or whatever. Or even, in my case, personally speaking, Metroid Prime 2, which I'm not, yeah. Nah, I'm good on that one. I think Metroid Prime 2 is cool. I just don't like the ending part. You know the one. You gotta get all that. You gotta get the MacGuffins. Oh, but like fucking Metroid Prime 1 does the same thing. You gotta get all those MacGuffins. No, all the MacGuffins, daddy. I was like, yeah, I know, but I know. But the thing is, with me, it's like, I feel like the MacGuffins are a lot more neater and cooler and a lot easier to kind of gain access to. And if I remember correctly, I think for Super Metroid, I think for Metroid Prime 2, I think you have to wait to get them. As with like Prime 1, it's like you can just get them while you're going through the levels. It could just be because maybe it's just my fault for not doing it. And plus, you know, you can hate me for this if you want, but I'm just not a big fan of the light and dark stuff. And plus, having only just the light dark weapons, light dark suit, like, what happened to like the other Metroid stuff? What happened to all the other cool Metroid Prime stuff? And then for like Metroid Prime 3, it's more so I just don't care for the environments. I think, like, I'm kind of fine with Wiimote action. Like, I don't care that much, but I don't know. I just don't particularly like the environmental areas that you go through, and I don't know. There's just a lot to unpack. But I fucking love these games, man. Also, Fire Emblem could be considered one of those franchise games that people can say they adore, or, you know, if you wanted to. Just throwing out another Nintendo IP idea. There's the Game & Watch stuff that could be considered. Just think about anybody from Smash, and then just there you go. Although, yes, I know, like, you know, Dragon Quest and, you know, Kingdom Hearts didn't necessarily start on Switch, but now they are a part of Switch, I guess. Although Smash is more so like a case of, you know, being like, hey, remember all the, like, here's just like all these cool game franchises, like, all together now. And I think that's neat. I kind of wish we could have a sort of game like Smash. It doesn't have to be exactly like Smash, but something on the same line, but they treat, you know, not only just Nintendo games, but also like PlayStation and other franchises as a part of it. Like, just as a whole, you know, like, hey, we're all together, we're all in this, you know, we're all cool. Okay, so I guess because why not, I'm gonna do like a slight tad bit of cleanup. Not much, but we got grappling hook. Let's just go fucking do some extra things. I don't want to piss too many people off and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything at all. Well, that's not the case. I don't know if you even can get back up there, to be honest with you. I want to say probably not. I don't know if there's like... No, you can. Okay, cool. Good. That's good. Although, I think in order to get probably up there... Yeah, we might need to do some trickery here. If I want to get up there. Here's a little lesson in trickery. Yeah, this might be harder than I might make it. Possibly. Also, I think Golden Sun can count as, like, a franchise on Nintendo side of things. Alright, hold on. I think we have to go down to get back up. No, that's weird. Things are destroyed. Yeah, it's one of those, like, you have to go, like, back down and around in a circle to kind of do that. But I kind of want it, too. I know where we need to go. We need to go to the wrecked ship, but, I just want to get this shit. I just want to get this thing. I still don't know what the fuck this room's for. I still don't know what the fuck this room's for. Like, there's just nothing here. Almost sounded like Frieza there for a second. There's just nothing here. Nah, well, that was pretty bad. Yeah. Actually, this might sound as a surprise to some people, but I actually don't like Yoshi's Island very much. Yeah, I know. I think it's more so like a case of I didn't play it enough. I didn't learn it enough. I'd never beaten Yoshi's Island, so there's that. It's more so that because here's the weird part. Here's the part that might make people think I'm weird. I think out of most, if not all games, especially these days, I think Yoshi's Island is one of the most beautiful looking games out there. And it is a solid fit to make me, like, just consider, you know, the Super Nintendo as one of the potentially best looking consoles, graphics-wise, for, you know, detail and art and all that stuff that I've seen. And it always... We're not going to get into that piss me off shit, but I honestly think that as a game, it's just fucking beautiful. It shows off what the Super Nintendo is capable of, and it looks really nice. And I enjoy that. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, like a game like this, you know, this looks nice too, but this is Metroid nice. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have the quintessential, like, perfect graphics that, like, a game like Yoshi's Island could potentially have, because, like, it's not trying to go for something like that. It's not trying to look super colorful and bouncy. It's trying to be what it's trying to be, which is Metroid. And I'm not going to fault it for that. There's no reason to fault it for that. One bit. Hold on. Just in case. See, that's what I fucking told. I remember there being something. I remember there being a goddamn room like that. And there it is. There's your fucking room. And then the funny thing is, they probably want you to come back here with, like, you know, a way to get in the lava or something, right? Well, we're not going to do that. We don't need to do that. We don't have to do that shit. Because, oh, and there's also that one too. There's also fucking that one, too. Crazy, ain't it? And you can just find these random upgrades just out of nowhere just because. And look! Reserve tank again! And if I remember correctly, I don't think there's anything else. But, you know, it don't hurt to check, I guess. Whoa! Yeah, there's nothing else. Alright. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Super Metroid looks fantastic, but it needs to do... It does what it does for its job, right? There's no need to look so, you know, colorful and crazy, because it doesn't need that. And then you have games like Super Mario World, which also kind of do the same thing, where it looks fantastic, but it doesn't need to be a Yoshi's Island look to it. I feel, maybe this is just a bias, but I feel like 2D art is, this is gonna probably rub in some feathers, but I feel like 2D art is the superior art of things. I feel like the only real good way to truly capture a perfect game art would have to be that, because the amount of effort that goes into just painstakingly put these things together to make them look good is crazy. Like, that's not sorry, I keep kicking things. That's not to say that, you know, a game like Mario 64 is ugly, which it's not. It's far from. Or even Banjo, for that matter. Yeah, they're 3D games. They look fucking great. And that's not to say that they're not painstaking either, because I guess, in all honesty, you know, when it comes to it, I would argue that 3D could potentially be more painful to do, especially nowadays with how games are trying to look more realistic. Like, that's impressive. But to me, that's not good looking, you know, because, well, one, they try to make everybody look ugly. But on top of that, it's just that I don't need it to look realistic. I want it to look like a cool game, you know? I don't need that stupid realism in my games, unless it's something like, I don't know, Call of Duty or Battlefield, where, like, it makes sense to have at least a macrum of realism, I guess. So, yeah. Again, it is just a bias because I like 2D stuff no matter what, but yeah. I like anime and all that other fun crap. I have messed around with 3D stuff before, so it's not like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, which, you know, some people might get the wrong impression of and start thinking that I'm actually a fucking moron who's never touched, you know, a pencil in his life or something, you know? That's not the case. I know what I'm saying, because it you know, it comes from the heart, you know? It really does. But yeah, like, I look at a game like, say, Last of Us, and, you know, Last of Us 1, it's like, yeah, it was impressive. When, you know, we're getting trailers coming out. It looked good, but I wasn't looking at the graphics. I was looking at the gameplay. It looked cool. And then now it's like, yeah, it was a pretty okay game. You know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it back then. That would be a lie if I said I didn't like it. Because that's just unfucking true. I had a thing for Uncharted, you know, back in the day. I had a thing for, like, Last of Us. I thought it was neat. I thought it was a nice, new pace for Naughty Dog. And now, well, we're reaping the rewards, I guess. Well, less so the rewards and more so the, unfortunate parts of, yeah, things. We're now reaping what we sowed, I guess you could say. What was I trying to... There was something else I wanted to mention, too. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I have a huge bias toward things like that. And on top of that, too, you know, that's not, again, to take away from, like, 3D games. Like, I like the way Crash looks. I like the way Crash looks. I like the way Spyro looks. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So, yeah, when it comes to, like, you know, 2D versus 3D, if you want a good example of why I feel like 3D is potentially easier to do than, say, 2D, just fucking look at King of Fighters 13. Oh, hell, not even just that. Look at fucking Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Hell, look at fucking Under Night in Birth. Those are some motherfucking games right there. Hold on. I forgot that we're supposed to, like, blow this up first. I could have used the X-ray to find my way through. I should probably show that off. So the X-ray, pretty much like we just got, it's a completely optional tool. All it does is it takes away your dash, basically, so you can't use that. Which is fine, because at the very least you can use X-ray, you know, outside of it, I guess. But X-ray just does that. It just allows you to kind of like see, sorry, where things could be at. Like where like secret things are at. So there you go. If you wanted it, you can get it. If you don't want it, then it's, you know, something you don't have to get. There's nothing that's gonna stop you if you don't have it, you know? Like, you're not gonna get murked just because you didn't have fucking X-ray on for whatever reason. You would just, yeah, potentially have a hard time maybe finding extra secrets, but still. God, if I was a kid right now, you know, I probably would, I'd spend a good amount of ample time just fucking dicking around searching for shit. Just searching for shit, you know. I'd waste all that time doing that. Because that's what kids do. We got the time for it. We don't care. Beating a game is not a concept in a lot of cases for a lot of kids, I feel. And you know, that's something too. That's something magical that we kind of take for granted and kind of lost out on. Because nowadays, especially with me, it's like I gotta beat a game, you know. I gotta at least try, you know. I gotta go for it. I gotta try it. It's always about trying to beat the game rather than just trying to just sit there and enjoy it. Because, you know, with work, you know, it kind of takes away your time. Now you don't have time to play. I mean, yeah, like when you're growing up and you're going to school, like, yeah, you have school to worry about, yes. But school is such a non-concerning factor, at least at first. And I feel like that kind of, you know, helps you be able to play games a lot. And then, you know, if you don't have money and the only thing you can do is rent games, which I used to rent games a lot back then. Not that many, I guess. I can't remember off the top of my head if there was like anything, you know, if there was like a certain amount of games I may have rented or not, but fucking A. Alright, we're not gonna do that then. But I do know that I rented like Lego Star Wars 2 a lot back then. I rented Metroid Prime. I rented Soul Calibur 2. Those are like the main three I can think of on the top of my head. And then eventually I started buying my own games after I got older. I remember one time I rented Soul Calibur 2, and I guess for some reason I brought it over. I brought it over to my dad's house. Well, my father's house, more particularly. So I brought it over to his house, and he had his buddy from like work that was like staying with him for whatever reason. And like it was him and like his kid. His kid was cool. He was like a little tyke, little kid. I think he was like maybe 1 or 2 or something. A cute kid. And I went downstairs because that's where, you know, some of the kids would stay at, right? Like that's where some of their, like somebody's bedroom was at or whatever. Well, in all technicality, like I guess apparently they made it his room, the friend's room. So, well, anyway, I think it was my brother's nephew was over at the time, and I was talking to him, and I was like, I got Soul Calibur 2, it's so cool. And then at the time there was this video that I used to watch, which was I used to watch SpongeBob Dubs, they called it, and it was essentially think like YouTube poops, kind of, but not really a YouTube poop, but more so like they kind of just edit things in over it. It's hard to explain, but the general aspect is like, so there's like an episode of SpongeBob, and then all of a sudden like Jack Black will come in and say, you know, dick or whatever, right, out of nowhere, and or some. Well, actually, no. The one in question was actually a dub. So yeah, it'd be like people that would just like dub over it. And no, it was not the Grandma's Kisses one. That one you can find, somewhere on the internet. It should be like re-uploaded because sometimes it gets taken down. That's a funny one. I forget. It was the one where like Patrick, I think, was annoyed that SpongeBob was getting awards and then he wasn't. Well, anyway, so there's that scene where SpongeBob opens that closet of awards and they fall on him, and he's got like those blue ribbon things in his eyes, right? And there's that line in the dub thing where he's like, "Oh man, I got shit in my eyes." And I remember screaming that while walking downstairs. Well, not really screaming it, but like saying it pretty loud while I was walking downstairs. And then, my father's friend kind of like gave me like a what the fuck look, I don't know if he was annoyed or mad. I don't know what it was. Probably annoyed. People got annoyed with me all the time anyway. I was an annoying little shit. Yeah, it kind of gave me like that look of like I kind of just woke him up or something, and yeah. What the? Hold on. Well, I can't. Yeah, you have to morph ball into that. Oh, cool. All right, I'll take it. To be fair, I probably should have waited until I had a better, proper way of getting out of this situation. But as far as I'm aware, I can technically. Should be able to technically get out of this area. Because all we gotta do is just morph ball, and then we're done. Yeah, see, easy. Now, screaming that, and I remember playing Soul Calibur 2, like, right after. My stories are fucking bizarre, I know, but I just have, like, a very weird way of telling stories, I guess. Because sometimes I leave out, like, details, and just, yeah. Oop. My favorite memories are, funny enough, sometimes like game or TV show memories. Like I'll watch like certain like TV shows or cartoons that like my grandparents or whatever, and that's like a cool memory. That's not to say like there's not other cool memories involved, in those situations, like being with the grandparents or whatever. Like, it's not that that's not necessarily true. It's just that I whenever I'd stay the night with them, I'd usually like watch things. I'd watch cartoons or play on the computer or whatever, like Newgrounds and crap. Yeah, I know, things I really probably shouldn't have, but oh well. So anyway, this is the wrecked ship. We can't do much here, effectively. We can't do much. There's gonna be ghosty goos. Watch out for them. That kind of thing. You can't save because you don't have access in there. There's no power to the system at all. I got clipped by the fucking door. Are you kidding me? Give me a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead. I don't think I'm going to come back to that one. Give me a few minutes. We gotta go do things, I guess. Go find the power, basically. Probably, yeah, it's probably this way. If there's a giant eye door, it's probably fucking over here. Let's be honest. Because a lot of doors are kind of closed off, so it's doing that fusion thing where things are kind of closed and you can't... Oh, fuck, I should have saved the game. Well, this is great. I forget this asswipe's name, but, oh, God. Oh, God. So, like, when he's pretty much invisible like that, you can't exactly hit him. You can only hit him when his eyes open. And the problem is, I may die, and I'm fucking terrified of that. This part is actually pretty hard. And then trying to avoid that shit's like... Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. And I don't remember when I saved it last. Because it wasn't very soon ago. It was kind of a little bit farther than it should have been. I think he takes like a good couple of super missiles to kill, but... Yeah. Still kind of want to be careful. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge those properly, though. Okay, I see. If I die here, I'm going to be fucking mad. Which, you know, we can. Oh, yeah, we can. We can just as easily die here if I'm not careful. I missed my chance. Like, again, technically I have reserve tank. So, you know, it is fine, kind of. I'm dead. If this last fucking super missile shot does not affect him, we're done for. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I don't get fucking shit now... Oh my god. Yep. I'm dead. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm getting out of the video there. I'll make progress back to that, and we'll go fucking beat up dumbass. So, god damn it. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, this is why you save your game. Alright, well, I'll go make progress. See you guys when I get back.